I just watched the first fragment of a video on YouTube, and it was this English psychologist talking about bipolar disorder, and it was just breathtaking. So I thought I'd explain what a distributed process is. I don't mean a group of bytes on a CPU, because that's not distributed. So by a distributed process, I mean an abstract computational process. So to give you an idea, but I'm also talking about a concrete realization of an abstract computational process, because you can write down in pi calculus, say, you can write down a distributed abstract computational process, but it won't do anything. It's just an expression according to the syntax sitting on a piece of paper. So by a distributed computational process, I mean some machines which realize, wondering which way to go, which realize some pi calculus expression, and I'm talking about an arbitrary number of machines, not specified in advance. So I'm not talking about a little device driver that you boot onto a Raspberry Pi and which connects via the Ethernet ports to other drivers. On other Raspberry Pis. And runs some particular expression of pi calculus. I'm talking about a machine which could include one such machine like that as part of it. But the particular machine which run these interpreters and listen to Ethernet packets and reply are themselves the product of one of this abstract process. The idea is that the process itself continues to exist even though the underlying machines might completely change. So more machines are plugged in, more physical computers are plugged into the process and realize parts of it or sub-expressions. But process continues to exist independently of any particular part of that physical substrate. Obviously, if you take it all away, you won't get anything. But you should be able to remove nodes from the computation, plug in other nodes, and as long as you have a minimum of one that contains the entire thing, although that would be not advisable. Maybe we ought to make the rule that the minimum is 3. You can plug in a 4th and unplug one of the original 3. Or you can plug in 3 more and 3 more and remove one of each of them, or 2 of each of them, and the same computation would continue uninterrupted. But there is a bootstrap issue. And that's why it shouldn't be not going to hear anything. Never mind. It shouldn't be some particular architecture of some particular machine. It shouldn't be some particular network protocol or some particular communication. It needs to be general purpose enough that it's not possible to compromise it.